welcome to another episode. This time we're starting off in the same area, in the same place we did last time. And that's only because I haven't gotten rid of the building bug just yet. I want to build more, and I want to build more in this area because, as you can see, our castle looking magnificent as always, but it still needs something. I feel like we need to build more stuff out here. And that's why I want to start with another big build, which was actually the sort of starting point for this whole project with the castle as well. Because the build we're going to build today, which is going to be placed around here, is going to be a cathedral. And that cathedral is going to be pretty big, and that's why I built my castle so big. I even think the actual cathedral is bigger than the castle in itself when you look at the sort of area that we can speak of, or maybe I'm just wrong in perspective, because I've compared it when stood up there to the castle, and since our cathedral is going to be here, it's going to take up a much bigger space and also much closer to us. Well, that's the premise for today's episode. I have collected all of the items as usual. We are, of course, going to use a lot of stone bricks. All of these dark gray boxes have them. We're also going to... Oh, that was an empty one. That shouldn't be here. We have some deep slate difference and some also basalt and blackstone and other stuff over here. In the gray ones here, I have a little bit of different stone types. We have calcite, we have polished diorite. We also have a little bit of smooth stone, more basalt, and everything like that. In the red one, I think, I didn't put anything in there. We have some dirt because we are going to need to terraform this place. I also have a lot of small decoration blocks, and then we have a lot of lava because we're going to use that in our build to make it look pretty cool, I think. So a lot of things going on, and we already have a lava pole over here, so maybe I didn't need to bring those lava buckets. But yeah, what should you do? So starting off this episode, as usual, I need to terraform this a little bit because as usual, as I always do, we need to terraform the landscape to make it a little bit more flatter, because as you can see, we have a little bit of an hill going on, and I also need to terraform a little bit of this forest type thingy here to get rid of the trees and also make it a little bit more flat so we get the whole thing going. Well, that's going to be done, and we'll see each other after a short break. Okay, so right now the first check-in of this project, and I have the base layer done, literally actually, because we have the floor placed and the outer walls and the sort of footwork as it will. The same thing I did for the castle with all of the thing, and as you can see, this is pretty big as usual, and I have gone with a little bit more of a darker theme, so to speak, and and you are going to understand why when I actually build up the whole thing. I'm going to explain it then rather than having it now. Together with just flattening out the ground and making everything look like it's supposed to, I also went and destroyed a little bit over here. I need to put in floor here as well, I realized. I missed that. Yeah, I carved out a little bit of the mountain, but I decided to not put it exactly where I intended to. The first placement of the cathedral were actually like this whole section was by that wall there, so we had everything moved in. That would have made a lot more depth into the mountain, and I decided to not go for that route. I thought first that I could maybe make something like this with overhang, but I decided that no, I would not. Instead, I just move out the whole cathedral a little bit. The whole build has moved, I think, 5 or 6 blocks out in this direction, so we can get everything to work with it. And I just had to carve a little bit inside of the whole mountain there, except for, of course, carving down the whole area in itself. We had all of our shulker boxes are up there because that's where the hill actually ended, so we have carved out a little bit of it. Mostly of it was dirt though, so it went pretty fast this time. And sun is setting, so I need to hurry this up before we actually need to do more. As I showed you, I have this sort of placement right now. I need to start building up the walls and all of the things, and I think I'm going to do the same thing as I did with the castle, which looks very magnificent inside of the sunset. But yeah, we're going to do the same thing here. So I go in and take all of the stone bricks first time, and then we get to maybe getting the decorations as a later part of this episode. Okay, so the next check-in with the project, and since you saw the last time-lapse, we have gotten a lot of more walls and a little bit of decoration inside of this place. You can finally see a little bit of the shape of the actual building that we have here. I have 2 big towers at the entrance, and then if we walk around on the outer edge here, you can see that we have right now very pretty flat walls. I have one section here and one section up there, and then we have the middle part here that is sort of a little bit of a feeling for getting not the whole building the same shape. We have something to cut off the whole thing going on. But right now, as you can see, we have very little decoration, anything of the sort. I haven't even put in the windows yet, just made place for them. So it's still very much a work in progress, but like with the castle, I have placed most of the stone bricks. We have a little bit of it left, but here you can see the inside as well. Last time you only saw the floors here, and it looks the same thing, but we have gotten a little bit of a different feeling with this magnificent tall roof that I have put in here, and these big pillars that's going to also get decorated in the future, holding up this big ceiling and these structures that are on top here, and it's making everything feel very, very big and very magnificent, and each and every one of those things. And it's going to look very nice in here once I have actually gotten all of the lights and everything like that in as well. Right now it's a hazard because sometimes when it gets too dark in here, I get mobs that assault me when I either fall down come from up above there, or I went inside of here because I needed to build something here. So we need to start off with putting everything in, and I think even though it is a mob farm right now, a little bit here, it's not that much. There are one zombie, maybe one creeper, 2 skeletons sometimes, something like that. It still feels like I want to actually build the whole outside first and then put in all of the decorations inside of here to make this look like a cathedral a little bit more than it is right now. Right now it looks like a Minecraft building project that's not finished, because it isn't. So with that update, I hope that you guys enjoy it so far, and I will grind on and try and get in some windows, maybe putting maybe a roof on top of here, and we'll see what the next progress update takes us. And here we have it, the finished cathedral. Everything is in place, and this has taken a long time, like usual when I do these big building projects. As you can see, we have moved in with all of the colored windows. On the bottom row here we have just white ones. I put a roof on this thing, and we have gotten roofs on top of the 2 towers that are at the entrance here. I've also actually made the entrance where we can have the door here, and by using the spruce trapdoors and the spruce door, I think that I make the entrance look a little bit bigger, even though in Minecraft we only need this to height of a block. On the sides we have also decorated, and I went in with cobblestone to make it a little bit more of a bigger impact than having something else inside of there. So we have different stone types that have made up this cathedral. And of course we have the same colored windows here. I've gone with orange and purple, green and blue in most places, and that's only because I want to sort of emulate the big churches and cathedrals that I've seen, where you have this big, I think they call murals or something like that in English, the big paintings inside of churches of different saints and everything, and some other stuff, and biblical stories. So I went with that and used colored glass, but I tried to make a sort of pattern, but that didn't work out. So instead I just went with this, and we got the almost same feeling, I think. Same thing, of course, on the other side. It looks completely the same, and that's of course. Now then, the inside. I really want to show you guys how it looks on the inside of this thing, and it looks pretty magnificent, I think. We have a lot of things going on. We have candles. I have decorated it, and it looks a little bit more maybe this sort of mystical group type of things, Illuminati maybe, or something like that. And that's because I think I've used the black and red most of the time. We still have one detail missing though. We have all of the stuff in place, but I need some centerpiece here. And the whole reason, I forgot about it actually, we need to go out and get that thing. The whole reason for me actually building the cathedral, because that was of these 2 things, the cathedral was the first thing that was built. I wanted a place for putting the dragon egg that we have inside of this world. The one dragon egg that you get, that's one for just this thing, and it's going to be placed here. And I have, of course, made it a little bit more bigger stage up here and everything like that. We have lava going on up here to make it some sort of cult, I think, where they sort of, I don't know, worship the dragon egg or something like that. But there, we're going to place that, and I'm going to take a step back. And I know that the dragon egg is not that big and not that big of a display, but something like, you don't usually see that big of items. The items are pretty small often when you see the films and everything like that, and then you just have these big ornaments around to make it look more magnificent, and it's pretty important to the group that are worshippers here or something like that. So yeah, with the dragon egg in place, the whole building is finished, and I'm really happy about how this looks. We can see it from this side as well. I have a similar window up there to this one. It must be bigger on this side, of course. And then we have everything looking here. I decided to go for decorating with some maybe odds and ends over in this place. So on this side you can of course see that we have the lecterns here, but they look a little bit more like banisters, I think. I tried it out with having both the what's it called, the fence post. I tried out with more of these the iron bars and everything, but that didn't look okay, so I went with the lecterns, because with the banners and of course the red carpets on top, you from this side it looks very nice, and like a little bit like some sort of balustrade or something that separates this part from this part. So that's where priest or something can have monologue or something like that. The other thing I'm pretty happy about is actually these light features. I have, of course, put in lights in the floor. As you can see, I put in some frog lights to get the middle here going. But then I also have gotten for the atmospheric lights. For example, the candles that we have here, some of them are lit, some of them are not. They don't make much lightning, and that's why we have all of the other stuff around here. I've hidden these in the floors, but I also put soul torches on the sides here, only to get a little bit more feeling, because if I would have used the regular torches, it would have lit up a lot more, but also that it fits with the campfires, since we have these sort of eternal frames rather than the regular ones. The one thing I'm really happy about are these actual campfire holders. I think that maybe I can use this in future as well, because we have hoppers down here that are sort of keeping up with the big fires, and then we have the campfires on top. And I would have liked to make the campfires a little bit less obvious by trying to hide the wooden part of it, but then all the things that I tried out, it didn't work that well, because the fires then got hidden as well, and I want to have the blue fires visible, so that's why we have this here. But I really like the small details. And then of course we have everything like this, and we made the pillars go a little bit more, making them a little bit thicker down here to make them look more supporting and everything like that, and then everything like this. So as you probably can tell, I'm really happy about this project, and I really like it. I don't know what it is, but I really enjoy making these cathedrals and big projects right now. It's fun for the most part. So maybe in the future we're going to make something outside of here, because as of right now I need to sort of try and connect these buildings. So right now we have the castle and we have the cathedral, but we don't have that much of connection between them, except for maybe the building style, because that's pretty similar. So I'm going to take the free cam because it's going to take a while. I'm just going to back up here and show you guys how it looks from this angle, where we have looked at the castle before. And as you can see, we have a very different horizon right now, and I'm really wondering right now if it looks okay or not still, but I have built it now, and I'm not going to take it down or move it, so forget about that one. I had the cathedral moved backwards a little bit before, but like I said, I wanted to not have to terraform the whole mountain here, or part of the mountain at least, so that's why we have it so close by. And I think that it works actually. It works much better when you're standing close, so maybe we're not going to take pictures from that part, but we have all of it here. And I'm just waiting for the sun to set, because I really want to show the inside of the cathedral with the sun setting, because it gets a much better moody feeling when we go inside, when it's darker outside. So I'm stalling for a little bit of time here, but yeah. So this is what it looks like. I need to still terraform a little bit out here, of course, taking away all of the things here. I need to make it make more sense that they placed this here, and maybe wondering about other stuff that's going to be built. I have thought of making the guilds, but I am not that sure of what I want to place them, or even if I want to build them, because they are not part of the same build style these are. So we'll see what happens. And please, the sun set a little bit faster. I want to go inside. So yeah, we have to wait a little bit, I assume, before we actually end off the episode with showing off the last bit of this. Okay, so the sun has set now. I waited a couple of minutes here, or seconds maybe, to get the right feeling. We have mobs soon starting to appear out here, but inside we're going to take a look as well, because right now we have a very different feeling when the glass windows don't let in the sunlight because it's dark outside. And I think that it gives a lot more of this mysterious, dark sect feeling type of thing. I don't know if it's just me, but I'm really enjoying it, and I can even do it like this, so we get a little bit more of it. I really enjoy it, and just walking around here, seeing the candles, seeing these big hallways and this central piece that we have over on this side. Like I said, really happy about it. And I hope that you have enjoyed this episode as well. Like you've probably told, I have enjoyed it. If you want to see more episodes, I recommend you to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss every episode that comes out after this. Otherwise, you can also subscribe, maybe comment, or not subscribe, sorry. I mean comment and like the video, so it gets a little bit more recognition, and hopefully we get more people joining us. I hope you have enjoyed. We'll see each other. Goodbye.